I've been uploading YouTube videos now here on this platform for 3 years every single day, and it has been quite the journey. February 14th, Valentine's Day, marks the day that I started doing daily uploads here on YouTube. For those of you who are very keen and have good eyes, investigation skills and whatnot, may see that I've had videos here on YouTube that are up for much longer than just 3 years. But I just wanted to kind of talk about my journey so far doing daily uploads now for 3 years, and kind of where it's gone from, where it's going, and just to have a sincere thank you to the community that has made this such an incredible and fun journey so far. I just recently did an 80,000 subscriber special video, and we're already at 86,400 something people now as of recording this, and it's only been like an extra week or so since I just recorded that video. There's been an amazing influx of people coming in for some of my puzzle games, like A Little to the Left. A lot of people coming over from TikTok. Thank you, TikTok, for the free promotion of this YouTube channel. But yeah, it's been such an awesome experience. And I'll pull up over here on the screen. Like, I did my very first like horror video, like true like little indie horror game 2 years ago. You can see here, February 14th of 2020. I don't look too much different. I decided to wear the same hat and the same jacket, different shirt today. Of course, the mustache has changed as well. I have some facial hair since I started recording this, but at the time when, like, before I even recorded and uploaded this, obviously I had a few little things that were kind of going up on my YouTube channel. I had a little VR, like Prey TranStar VR experience that I uploaded in May of 2019. Didn't upload anything afterwards until I did this really cool podcast with my buddy Isaac here in my bedroom, which is now this whole room here where I do all of my streaming. I used to have a roommate, not my friend Isaac, and he occupied a secondary room here, and I had to record everything with a green screen covering up my bed that was behind me. And for the longest time, I just kind of recorded with a green screen. That's why I have videos that look like this, that look kind of ridiculous and silly. But I remember as I was kind of setting up to record this specific video, let's listen to it.
What's going on, everybody? My name's Jacob Forster, and we're back playing some...
We're not back. But yeah, it was an interesting like green screen thing where I was in the like bottom corner. Ads, no! Man, get those ads out of there. But yeah, I was doing this weird green screen thing, but I very specifically remember at the time when I had this all set up, I was living here in this apartment. I had just recently moved out of my parents' house and was living here with my roommate. And for the longest time, I wanted to make content, which is why you see like little videos here and there from like a little bit prior to like the year before, even earlier than these ones. I was doing like 10 years ago, uploading videos of me doing music. Some of the other ones are privated just because they're really terrible. But this is one of my oldest videos ever, 10 years old. So technically, I've been on YouTube for 10 years, but I've only been uploading daily for 3. And then we had a couple like random things here and there in between all of these. But really, when I was sitting down to record this video, again, I was just kind of sitting in my room and was just like, like, what should I do? Like, I really want to start making videos. I want to like integrate gaming, and I love performing, as you saw with like some of my music stuff. For those of you who don't know, I love to play music, write music. I used to perform like couple times a week, going out to open mics and just playing venues and things like that. And it was always very difficult to continue that and to be consistent with it, especially with like open mics and things like that. You only get like a 5-10 minute slot to play something, and then you're just like, all right, go home or like hang out and watch other people play music. But I love performing. I love interacting with people, and I love evoking emotions in people. And I thought, why don't I just do what I love watching, which is I love watching people play games. So why don't I try doing that on YouTube as well? Played around with Twitch even before this as well, did some live streaming here and there, had some fun with that. Mostly did music on Twitch, did a couple horror games on Twitch. And then I was like, yeah, you know what? I don't have the consistency or the schedule. I worked retail at the time. Fast forward to 3 years ago. I started working at a mortgage company, of all things. Rest in peace, that job and the people there. But when I first started working there, I remember I was like, okay, I've got a lot more time for things. It was a consistent schedule. I felt some structure in my life, some consistency. So I was like, you know, I've got some time. I'll make some YouTube videos. And I remember I saw this game online somewhere, Sentient, and was like, man, this looks terrifying. Like, I need to record this. And I just recently downloaded TikTok, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to post gaming clips on TikTok, because I had never really seen it. It's very, very rare to see people posting anything other than literally dancing on TikTok, and the occasional like meme that was here and there. And as much as people like to hate on the guy Gary Vaynerchuk, at the time I used to watch a lot of his stuff, and he was like ecstatic about TikTok. He's like, it's great, you guys should go check it out. If you're a content creator, you want to start something, post on TikTok. And I was like, yeah, maybe. But I saw that there was a really good opportunity for interesting gaming clips to be put up on TikTok where there wasn't really that kind of form. Nowadays, there's hundreds of thousands of videos about gaming, millions. There's thousands upon thousands of gaming channels on TikTok. So it's very, very much flooded nowadays, but you can still kind of get through. But I played the game, had such a insane like reaction to it, genuine reaction of terror and being frightened. And I decided I would kind of clip a very specific part of the video and upload it to TikTok, when I think at the time it was only 60 seconds max on the platform. Uploaded it there. And when I went to work the next day, this is physically in the office, I think I've told this story before, but I got in the office, I sat down, I uploaded the video, because my videos always went live at 9 a.m. YouTube was already uploaded, and then I uploaded the clip to TikTok. And I'm sitting there working just on my computer, doing work stuff, normal 9 to 5. And all of a sudden I check my phone and I see hundreds, thousands of notifications on TikTok of people reacting to my clip. I got tens of thousands of views within like the first hour. And I got up from my desk and I ran to the bathroom at my work. And I no joke, I sat in the stall in the bathroom on my phone, just going through for hours. Nobody knew where I went. I just sat in the stall in the bathroom and just was on my phone replying to as many people as possible on TikTok, and just being like, yes, I'm doing a new YouTube channel. I'm a brand new creator. Please come support me. Thank you for watching all this stuff. And I was in such a panic and excitement all kind of mixed together, because I didn't know what to do. I didn't really have a clear plan of like what I wanted to do, how I wanted to approach things, whether that was just my style of YouTube videos, like what I was working on, what kind of games I wanted to play. I knew I always wanted to play like indie games and horror games. And actually one of the main things that I thought about when kind of starting the YouTube channel, like really starting it, was for those of you, many of you know, I really love John Wolfe as a YouTuber who does lots and lots of horror content, and he does a lot of indie horror content as well. And I remember I watched a lot of his content before I started doing any type of YouTube, and I was always like, man, I really wish he did more games. Like he did daily stuff, because he was on a few times a week basis, and I was like, I don't really see anyone that does 2 times a week of any of this kind of stuff. And so I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll just kind of check it out, see what might be fun, and try to upload every single day of like indie horror games and other games kind of in between. And that's when kind of came about going through playing some other games like The Longing, which was a very early classic on the channel, which really kind of, I'm pointing back to those roots when I play a lot of puzzle games and more wholesome games. Got through Resident Evil 7 on the channel very early on, started playing some like really just unique, interesting games, and always trying to keep a very positive aspect and Just naturally when I react to things like scary things, I tend to like laugh, like nervous laughter sometimes. And a lot of people kind of gravitated towards that as well while watching my videos. But it's been such an amazing journey, kind of now pushing back to now. Going through the past 3 years on here, I've gone through so many changes. Obviously, I lost the green screen. I got this entire giant room to record in and have a nice background so I don't have to be up against a green screen the whole time. I grew a mustache. I changed my intro. I got a lot more hats back there. And I've got like a better PC from working a ton, and that way it makes my recordings a lot easier and just much more simple to manage things. And a lot of good, and also some bad that has kind of happened through a lot of this. Obviously, I started doing all of this right before COVID happened, and during that period, that was like such a difficult time for everybody, including myself. But being able to be on this platform and to have that interaction with people was honestly incredible. That really helped me a ton to be able to kind of connect with other people and to have an outlet for expression and just general artistry, however you want to describe it. Me just talking and playing games in front of a camera, there was still some type of creative aspect that was able to be kind of output for me at the time, which was awesome, and I really appreciated that. And really towards the end of last year, so basically a year ago, I decided to leave the job that was helping me through all of my time, helping me to afford everything, be able to kind of pay for this apartment, pay for all the equipment I was buying, to get up to date with all my YouTube stuff, and just to make sure I was comfortable with everything here to make these videos. I left the job. It was ended up being very unfulfilling towards the end of it. A lot of changes in the company. I'm not going to go into details, but ended up being just really bad staying there. And I've been doing just YouTube now since February of last year, or rather March. So it's been almost a year. I'll occasionally do like little odd jobs like Uber, stuff like that, just to kind of help with some of my funds. But primarily, I've been able to sustain myself purely off of just YouTube's ad revenue. So one thing that I rarely ever want to do is ask people for money. And I'm not asking for money right now, just to be clear. So like I know a lot of people, like specifically on like Twitch, you make money through subscriptions. A lot of people have Patreons, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with creators or artists or creatives doing anything of that nature, asking for money on separate sites. But it was always something that I wanted to be able to have sustainability just purely off of ad revenue, because it's not asking of anything from anybody. It's purely all just coming from advertisers and from YouTube directly. So it's been a struggle. I will very much admit, getting through this past year without a full-time job. I was working again a 9-to-5 professional business environment, working in the mortgage industry, and going from that to nothing plus YouTube was a bit of a struggle, and I'm still working through that. Still kind of climbing my way through my month to month, and all that's to say is there's been very great goods, and there's been kind of low moments as well, kind of going in between this 3-year YouTube journey. That's all personal stuff. Obviously, I can get another job if I need to, and if it's ever a problem, but I choose to do YouTube because this is what I love, and I love being able to make these videos for people, and I love the freedom of being able to do this as well. It's been something that I've always found very fulfilling for myself, to kind of have that freedom of my time to be able to do whatever it is, whether that's just taking a walk in my neighborhood, going to get some coffee, doing my own creative things that are music, recording videos, playing games, just talking to you all in front of a camera. But yeah, I'm just rambling at this point. I don't really know what else I was gonna say. Let me look back again here at this. Like, I always thought it was so funny. I've done this a couple times on my videos, but I always found it so funny the way I reacted on camera when I first started out. I was very stiff, like in my chair,
2006.
and I was like, I'm just gonna talk
Toy to answer questions.
and play and not really move around a ton. The lighting was interesting. It was a little weird. This was probably the most like laid back and natural that I was in a video was when my buddy came over during Christmas time, or maybe it was Thanksgiving, and we were hanging out just talking about creative stuff.
Making videos for a few years now under a few different channels.
Yeah. And by the way, if you want to go check out my buddy Isaac, he has an awesome channel called Space Cable TV, where he does like skits and other funny things. He does like vlogs. He calls them vlogiatos. He's a good friend of mine. Known him for a very, very long time, but he's been doing YouTube here for a little while, and I'll watch his stuff every so often. And if you like that kind of style thing, go check him out. But yeah, going through these older videos and everything, it's always so silly. This one was actually back in my parents' house.
Let's take a look into the kitchen.
And I thought it was like so cool that I was doing VR video content, and I had no idea how to properly do it. So the whole time I kept being like stuck in these like weird corners of the camera, and I just thought it was really awful. Like at the time, looking back now, it's pretty funny to like see the evolution of kind of what I was doing. But I used to work on everything. Every single one of my videos was done on a laptop. I had a little Razer Blade 15, and it was awesome, but so difficult because it was so bad to try to record while playing on the same tiny little device. Pretty bad. But if you want to go see like what I started doing 10 years ago, you can scroll all the way at the very bottom of my videos here on YouTube, and kind of see some of this older content. Stories Untold, my goodness, that was a great little series. My original Mortuary Assistant, this one got demonetized very quick. But this was like the very first demo that they ever had. Had a lot of weird ones. Ice Age Baby Adventure, the game. This was 368,000 views. Wow, that's crazy. I think there's like 2 other games that came out since then. Started getting through Resident Evil 3, Resident Evil 7. There's some good stuff here. Juice Galaxy, or as it was called earlier, Juice World, before they changed it. Got through The Longing. So if you ever want to go back and just see some really cool content, really cool games, and a way to just continually support the channel, there's some awesome series like Control. Oh gosh, Control is such a good game. And other things that you can go watch, and obviously any type of views help out the channel tremendously. Go all the way back up to the top. And this is what we've been doing recently. Getting through The Pedestrian, little horror games, Donut County, Little Misfortune. We're going to continue that tomorrow, and some other little indies, obviously puzzles, A Little to the Left, as everybody's been really enjoying. I'm trying to figure out a way to get some more Little to the Left content for you all. I know I've already finished the game and did all the Christmas holiday content, but I've got some interesting ideas for kind of maybe some different things to do for it. But the final thing, I know I'm rambling so much, moving forward on the channel, I always want to continue to progress, to become better at what I do. And even from the very beginning, I've always done very simplistic editing style, just one shot. And I've always been very, very proud of that, that I don't necessarily need to edit my videos a lot to keep that entertainment value up through what I do. I don't have to have like heavy cuts, have over the top craziness going on. I can really just be me in these videos, and I'm so thankful that so many people resonate with that, and enjoy what I do and how I do it as me, as an individual. And moving forward, like I want to be able to continue doing that, but I want to be able to have a little bit more creative addition into the things. I know I've experimented a little bit, like when I played through the Furby game. For the life of me, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I remember I did like a whole a sketch ahead of time, like as the intro to the video. It took me like hours to record all of this, to edit it for literally like a 30-second to a minute long sketch at the beginning of the video. But I had so much fun with it. And even games at dead of night with Jimmy, I did a little sketch comedy where it was like me. I was the perspective of the character playing a little to the left inside of my own apartment. It was awful. It was really, really bad, but I had a lot of fun with it and people really enjoyed it too. I want to do more stuff like that. And I've had a few like really interesting ideas for videos to make that are not just me sitting in front of a camera playing a game, but doing more with that I want to begin to explore and discover more with this channel. So keep an eye out for things like that. I know I've said it a million times, but I want to do more live streaming here on YouTube. I already do it on Twitch twice a week, Monday and Wednesday, twitch.tv/Jacob Forster plus. Go check it out. Playing Metroid Prime Remastered right now. But I've already downloaded Stardew Valley. I want to do Stardew Valley live stream on YouTube. I want to finish Welcome to the Game, get into Welcome to the Game 2 on YouTube live streams. I want to be able to interact with the community more. I feel like I did a great job with community building when I first started my channel, and it started getting more and more tricky the larger we've gotten, which is to be expected. But I do always want to try to connect with the community. I try to reply to as many comments as possible. Sometimes I go really far back and reply to a ton of them. On the Discord channel, I try to interact with people. I've been wanting to work on the Discord channel to make it a little bit more concise, a little bit easier for new people to navigate the channel when they come in and hang out with each other and to converse. But I'm really big with the community here. I'd love to interact with you all more, and I'd love to just kind of be involved with everybody. And I love how much you all are involved with what I'm doing here on YouTube. And the only other thing that I was thinking of is people have asked me if I have merch. I have had merch for a long time. There should always be a description a link in every description of the video. It's through Represent. I haven't had any updated merch, but I plan on, and I've been trying to design a cool new shirt, graphic, sweatshirt, whatever it is, upcoming. So just keep an ear out and an eye out for that. If you see a video with me promoting a really cool t-shirt or something, that's something that either I've designed or I've had someone in my community help me design. But you're welcome to go check out any current merch that's available at the moment. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I've been talking for way too long. I was like, this video's gonna be like, am I gonna be struggling to get to 10 minutes? I don't know. And I've been talking for like 23 minutes. This is my problem. I can just keep talking forever and ever. And I guess it's great for YouTube. Not great for my sanity or for my scheduling or keeping up with things. But thank you all so much for being part of this community, part of this channel for the past 3 years. It's been wonderful. It's been incredible. It's been amazing. And I cannot wait for a whole nother year here on YouTube. So with all that being said, you all are awesome. You all are amazing. And I cannot wait to see you all in the next video. Later.